What's the word? What's the word, gang? Shit, trying to figure this shit out. Shit, trying. Yeah. Fuck you doing way over there? This shit here crazy. Trying to get this fucking I'm trying to get this fuck ass starter pack. Shit. Yeah, this Metro ATL. Yeah, that bitch straight. Need to fix the multi-stream chat because that shit do not be working. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? This shit tweaked out. Just chill, fam. This ain't no regular GTA, fam. I just got in there, but look, I'm flat. I ain't got nothing. I got some cold. I got some lean and 1600. That's it. I don't know why this bit look like this right now. I'm flat right now. Both you niggas got bald head talking about a wave check. Wait, what the fuck? What you talking about, Kiki? 4307. Man, go on, Zay. Nigga, this. You know what? I got to change this shit. Gotta lock my shit. Who finna get robbed? You hollering like a bitch. What the fuck? Why my whip won't unlock, bitch? This shit here being stupid.
Stream Elements has now come out with Stream Elements multi-streaming. Go check yours out. Stream Elements has now come out with Stream Elements multi-streaming. Go check yours out. Stream it.
So another thing I wanted to show you.
I've been needing more art in my bedroom and recently painted this canvas. However, I wasn't quite sure the best way to hang it, so I turned to ChatGPT. It gave me a list of all the materials I needed and an easy step-by-step. I'm so happy with how it turned out.
Let me show you how to set up a multi-chat when you're multi-streaming, so that way you can read it on your second monitor, display it to your viewers, and do whatever else you want with it. And this multi-chat includes TikTok, thank God. I don't know why it's so hard to find one that does. Something with the API key, I don't know. But this one includes TikTok, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, everything you're gonna need. So let's jump in. The tool that we'll be using is by Caster Labs, which I'll leave linked in the description down below. Luckily, they did not sponsor this video, so I can take a dump on their product if I want to. But basically, just follow the link in the description. You're gonna hit the download for Windows button. I don't see a Mac option, so I guess if you're on Mac, you can take this Bean Boozled canister and shove it up here. But after you're done downloading it, you can run the installation process and open it. And by the way, this will work for OBS Studio, Streamlabs, or wherever you want to import it to. We look on the left-hand side here, we got the dashboard, which isn't showing anything right now. We got chatbot, if you want to use the chatbot stuff, I guess. We got widgets and alerts, which I'm not going to be talking about. Docs for later, but we're going to focus on the settings because we need to connect connect all of our accounts for the multi-chat. So we're going to go to settings, and then right next to appearance is going to be accounts, and this is where you're going to link all of the accounts you want to have your multi-chat for. So you can see that I've connected my Twitch account, my Kick account, my TikTok account, and then you can also do Trovo, YouTube, DLive, whatever else. So after you've connected all of your streaming services to Caster Labs to be able to get the actual chats, then you'll be able to go to the dashboard over here. And then if you look at the very bottom now, you'll see that you have Twitch, TikTok, and Kick, or whatever other platforms that you've connected. I just have these three because these are the three I connected. Also, make sure to keep Caster Labs open and running whenever you're streaming. Otherwise, your chat will not show up in OBS Streamlabs or your stream. So make sure Caster Labs is open and running whenever you're streaming. But essentially, this right here is going to be our multi-chat. So now if we want to import this into OBS Studio and Streamlabs, we need to go to the docs section, and then we're going to click on Stream Chat, which is going to copy that link to our clipboard. So now we need to import it into OBS first, and then I'll show you Streamlabs right after. For OBS users, you're going to go to the top where it says Docs, and then we're going to do Custom Browser Docs, and then we're just going to call this multi-chat, and then the URL, we're going to copy, paste that URL link, and then hit apply, and then now we have our multi-chat here, which you can just drag and dock somewhere else. And then if you're on Streamlabs, all you got to do is click this little button on the left-hand side here, and then you'll be able to choose a layout, and then you're going to drag the website option on one of these spaces, and then you're going to paste in that link into the website option. Hit save changes, and then it'll pop up here, and if you don't see it, there might be a little arrow that you have to pop out, but most of the time, it should be right here, and you can drag this to make it larger or smaller. So once you've added it on OBS, you can just hit close. Streamlabs are already done. And then now we can test it. We can go to Twitch, for example. I'll hit test, and so it'll send a message from the Twitch chat there, and then I can test it from Kick. I'll do test. And then once you actually go live, you get TikTok messages. It'll pop up there showing a little icon. And I can show you guys that it worked on my laptop.
Vehicle breakdowns are costly. If your check engine light comes on tomorrow, the repair could easily cost thousands.
It was like almost a $6,000 job.
But with Endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a costly repair again. Plus, your rate stays the same no matter how many.
EeblesFox here, welcome back to my Streamlabs desktop tutorial course. In this video, it's everything multi-streaming and dual output here in Streamlabs desktop. Running with the Sakura Blade theme that we picked out in an earlier episode, and we are going to be setting up a multi-stream as well as a vertical canvas to multi-stream as well. This tutorial course is sponsored by Streamlabs. Thank you to them for sponsoring this course and allowing me to finally get this out here to you all. Thank you for your response on the previous videos so far. I have the whole playlist linked in the description. First, I want to talk about multi-streaming. If you're new to streaming and don't know what multi-streaming, or you may have heard the term simulcasting is it is streaming your feed, your live stream, your video feed to multiple websites at a time. Traditionally, this would be Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so you can build up your YouTube channel and reach Twitch's audience. YouTube has a bit more long tail on your streams and videos, whereas Twitch is all about the here and now. But you can also stream to TikTok in the vertical format or horizontal format. They got some weird stuff going on over there. If you like the TikTok kind of thing, Instagram has live streaming now. Trovo sort of stream to Twitter. Facebook gaming is there. You have some options available to you. And so the goal is to stream to multiple of these websites at the same time so that you can reach as many people as possible. So you can find new audiences on each platform without having to make bespoke content for each one. Because realistically, a live stream is a live stream, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. Being able to reach everyone as possible to be where your audience is, whether they're on one platform or the other, is a pretty big deal, and it allows you to avoid keeping all of your eggs in one basket. Something could happen to your YouTube channel or to your Twitch channel, and being completely unable to access any of your existing viewers, kind of a problem. Being able to cross-pollinate between the platforms means you get to get the best of all of them, and hopefully start monetizing on each of them along the way. That will allow you to put yourself in the best position for success, for reaching the most people, for having the most fun. So that is what multi-streaming is. There is some considerations with it with regards to the technical side of things, because you are pushing more streams to more places than you would traditionally be going to Twitch or going to YouTube on its own. Each of those new places could end up, not guaranteed, there are some options to work around it, but can end up being a wholly new stream encode that your hardware then has to handle, and your internet connection has to be able to support it. If you have an internet connection that, say, caps out at like 10 megabits per second, and you can barely, you can sustain a Twitch stream at, say, 6 or 7 megs, you can't really afford to do another one of those also sent over to YouTube, or a second one sent over to TikTok or anything like that. So you really have to keep an eye out for your internet speed. You're going to be scaling. Think about, at minimum, doubling your bandwidth for multi-streaming. You can actually go higher because, for example, YouTube supports higher bit rates than Twitch does. But at a minimum, you're going to be doubling your bandwidth output, and your hardware is going to be responsible for encoding sessions. Now, this is what you would be dealing with in a traditional multi-stream setup. Software. With Streamlabs Desktop, this is not an issue. I don't know if I made that clear enough in my original explanation. In normal multi-stream scenarios, your computer is responsible for every single one of these outputs, to render, to encode, and then to upload through your internet connection. So YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, whatever, are all separate streams your internet is having to deal with at the same time. With Streamlabs Desktop, Streamlabs has their own multi-streaming service running on their own servers, where you send one feed. When you click go live down here, you are sending one single stream, rendering it, encoding it, and upload one single stream through your internet connection. Streamlabs is then splitting up, formatting, and sending over all the different copies for whatever additional output you select and click go live on, so that you're not responsible for any of that. This is great if you don't have the best internet, if you don't have the best computer, or you don't have all of the technical know-how, especially with the software, the layout setup I'm about to show you. But it's also just great to not have to deal with the hassle. You don't have to deal with the uptime, any of the other issues, because it can be a lot, even on like fiber internet. Send down multiple streams at a time. It's just taxing on everything. This handles it all for you. Let's go ahead and set this up here in Streamlabs Desktop. We have, like I said, we already have a pre-made layout we chose earlier. This is one of the Streamlabs Ultra ones. To get set up with multi-streaming, you first need to connect some streaming outputs. So we go over here to Settings, over on the left, and under Stream, we have connected our Streamlabs accounts, and you can start connecting other output accounts. We've got Trovo, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, TikTok, and Twitter, as well as you can add custom RTFP outputs as well if you, say, are working in a corporate environment or educational or something, or just your own custom website. You have the option for things that aren't just natively integrated here. You can see here I've already signed in with my Trovo, my Twitch, my YouTube, and we can run all of those as we wish. But then we come over here in the output settings, and this is where you would manage your stream settings. I have a whole video dedicated to that if you're interested, in the video description of the earlier episodes of the course. But over here in multi-stream, we now have the option to customize where you go live when you hit go live. Now it does tell you what to confirm your stream names and things like that before you go live. Right there, first option, helps if I read. So that will mean that when you hit go live, it's going to ask you to prompt you to ask you to change your stream title, your game selection, your category, those kind of things, before you go live, just to make sure that you're doing it right, because you don't have all of those options always built in right in front of you here. So by default, we can just multi-stream right away. We've signed in with our accounts. We can do this. Obviously, your settings will need to match in your output settings. Need to match what your platform can support. So, for example, right now, if you're not in the Twitch Enhanced beta, we're limited to H.264 for Twitch. So we have NVIDIA AIMIC H.264 available to us right here. Let's use it. Bitrate settings, blah blah blah. If we hit go live,